Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go, let's go, defense. And here we go.
Mike, 55.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Michael Thomas. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
First down and goal to go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Joe Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Chicago! Ezekiel Elliott, 81 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off-play action. Hunter. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bears 14, Vikings nothing. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll run here with Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike 51. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Hunter. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go. Here I come again. Here I come again. It's free. Hurry.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Check pass.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 yards, good enough for a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
To throw on second down, Hunter. His throw incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 57's right. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side, complete. It's Hunt, and he'll be out right at the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And Jackson throwing once more. Wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Yeah, Jim. Hey, one set.
Jackson will throw again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The toss play to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Stop your whining. Check 3.
From the gun, Hunter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 46-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now Jackson will look to throw it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll stay on the ground, mix him again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, we keep running.
Yeah, and I think the ball's out. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Touchdown, Chicago! Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This fielded at the 2, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Hunter. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hunter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Let's take it inside his own 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
10th carry now for Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Watch it, 5.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Hey, let's get
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run again with Hunt. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's another Bears first down.
I'm here all
1st
day.
and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Watch it, 5. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, let's get up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hunter, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So this one in the win column.